Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey, everybody. We are live with I Am My CEO. And we got my girl Jackie and I today dropping some nuggets about that money mindset. Jackie, tell the people what we're going to learn about today.
Yes. So today we are going to be unlocking your abundance huntee. We're going to be talking about pretty much overcoming the limiting beliefs and attracting the wealth that you deserve.
All right, all right. Y'all heard it from my girl Jackie. Jackie, tell the people in case they watching and they might be the first time, where you hailing from?
Oh, yeah. I'm from sunny California, Cali, baby. Yes. And I'm a money mindset coach. I help female entrepreneurs pretty much clear their money blocks and attract the money and success they deserve.
And the reason why I had Jackie expound upon where she's at, because as you can see, I have on my coat, I'm in the car, and it's
Mhm.
snowing outside. I'm in Michigan, everybody. Detroit represented in the house. So I'll let you know a little about me, and then we're going to unpack Jackie's brain. If you all have questions, please drop them in the comments. Please drop them in the chat. We love going back and forth. We love call and response. But my name is Bridget Brown Jackson. I'm a behavioral wealth strategist. I love talking about all of that stuff, behavior, so that you can add wealth to your life. All right, Jackie, come on, come on, come on. Unpack this a little bit more.
Yes.
Tell the people about how bad you are.
Oh, shoot, how bad I am. So let's just really talk about it. As entrepreneurs, we have the potential to make massive amounts of money, massive wealth. You are no longer, consumed or trapped by, you see, I keep trying to build my ceiling right here. You are no longer trapped by the income that, let's say, your employer will pay you based upon what they think you're worth. You are opening up a door to massive opportunities of money to come right to you. So, why I want to talk about unlocking that abundance mindset, it has everything to do with the fact that right now, a lot of us don't feel like that. Right now, a lot of us have literally gone from 9 to 5 employer to trying to run this own business. And I say trying because we think that's what we're doing. We think we're just trying rather than we're actually doing it, but trying to run this business. And there is a mindset shift that has to come along with that.
Well, let's tell the people because I like being practical and I like being real. So we'd love to tell them our girl Heather Bird's not on here today. She has some things that she had to do today, take care of. But the one thing that you have been a blessing to the two of us, Jackie, is that you've helped us with our money blocks. You have helped us move out of those so we literally could see all of the blessings that we have coming our way. And so if people are really, really stuck, what's the first thing that you tell them to do?
Yes, if you're stuck, if you're not feeling of your highest self, and really, what does that even mean? It means you're feeling good. You know, those moments you feel good, you feel happy, you feel in flow with everything going on in your life. Those moments when you aren't feeling like that, which I love it when people are like, but I can't feel like that all the time. You can feel like that majority of the time. So when you're not feeling good, it's about getting to the next best feeling. This is what I love talking about. It's about how can I feel or be closer to that person I want to be. And so for me, it's just acknowledging who it is you want to be. Step number one. Who do I want to be? That is the first step to unlocking your abundance. Because the moment that you decide, I want to be this, right? And let's just say, for example, as far as entrepreneurs, so I am my CEO. We love our entrepreneurs. As far as entrepreneurs go, it could be like, I want to be a six-figure owner, six-figure business earner. Decide now that's who I want to be. And that is just a sense of, okay, where I'm at now, where I have to go. There's going to be a journey in between, but at least I know where I'm on my way.
Mm, I love it. I love it. Who do you want to be? And then from there, you can move out. And I know we talked a little bit the last time we did our live when you were the host, um, and you were sharing your story. But let's talk about it some more because again, it might be some people that are watching new. And if you're watching, let us know, let us know, let us know. I put a tip down in the chat. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? And so that's the very, very first thing Jackie said. Who do you want to be? And then after they identify who they want to be, what are some of those things that they have to intentionally get over.
Yes. The intentional getting over. I love that you said that because it is intentional and it has everything to do with what do we worry about next? Right? Because once you see who you want to be versus where you're at right now, you notice the difference and you get a little uncomfortable. And there's these thoughts that start to come up in your mind that makes you think I can't, I won't, I shouldn't, and I couldn't, right? But the
Mm.
very first one that most of us experience is how am I going to do this? How am I going to get to that? I know who I want to be now, but how in heavens to Betsy am I going to get there? And my first tip is not to worry about the how. The how doesn't matter. It never did and it never will, you know? And just really like when you look at the fact that, because that's easy for me to say. So let's take it a little deeper. Everything that you've needed to do, anytime that you could ask any business owner or just ask anytime you've had a good experience in your life, doesn't it feel like it just fell in your lap? It just feels like this opportunity came out of nowhere. Who in the world? All I said was I want it, and all of a sudden the opportunities come to you. It is about the inspired action. It is about having fun on the journey. And I literally, this is a beautiful way to unlock your abundance mindset is with this analogy. And somebody gave it to me recently, and I'm obsessed with it. It is the fact that your manifestation is only seconds long, minutes
Ooh.
long, right? When you finally get to the place that you want to be, and let's just say, for example, right? The Oscars were last night. They got up on that stage, they held that Oscar, they said their speech, and let's be real, if they said that speech a little too long, they got the music and had to get off the stage. Okay. So their manifestation, this thing that they've been waiting for all this time, the thing that they've been working so hard to get, they finally got here and it only lasted a few minutes.
Yes.
So really, what is it about? Is it about getting to the thing that you want, or is it about the journey along the way?
Oh, I love that. It definitely, when we enjoy the journey, sometimes and you've had to tell me that. And so, again, I want to be really practical with everybody. If you're watching, and again, this is your first time, for you to understand that Jackie, Heather, and I have started this live where we come on every week and we're talking to people, but we're talking in practicality because the three of us started together a little bit over 3 years, 2 years ago on this journey. Yeah, we're coming up. It's gonna be year 3 in a minute. And it's so crazy because we never met each other for over a year. We just met virtually. We had weekly meetings, accountability, and we hold each other accountable. And then all of our genius is different, and then we help each other with that genius. So what you helped me with, Jackie, was getting out of that and doing affirmations. So I
Yeah,
do want to talk to the audience about that. Share
yeah,
with that for them to do the affirmations. You
yeah,
started saying, get out of your mind. It's not, stop thinking about the how, Bridget, and just experience, be in the moment and do the
yes,
preparation. And it's coming.
yes,
And can I tell people, Jackie, how it's coming? My
yes,
girl Jackie done got my money mindset so much together. I have speaking engagements for the rest of this year all the way out. Things are just starting to happen. But I had to align up and get ready and understand that's not my business about what God is going to do. All I had to do is prepare myself, and then God's going to do the rest. But
yes,
you helped me with affirmations. And from that day forward, you did a session with Heather and I. We did some affirmations, and I've been doing them faithfully. I had been doing them before, but they were every now and then and
yes,
irregular. I
yes,
do them every day now, and it
yes.
makes a big difference. So talk
Yes.
to them about that.
Yes. And so affirmations are huge, right? And it's just about enjoying the journey. And a lot of the times, like I said, you want to get to this whatever it is you want. You want to get to this initial or the ending manifestation, whatever it is that you desire, and you get so wound up and being stressed about it, right? You're trying to, what I like to say, you like to over effort yourself. You're making all these efforts to make it happen. But the truth is, if you just sit still and enjoy it, right? And enjoy, in order to enjoy it, affirm where you're going.
Ooh.
If you are consistently and regularly affirming where you're going, those thoughts. So I'm going to take it a little deep real quick with y'all, right? Our brain, we take in information, we take it in all sorts of forms: touch, smell, taste, hearing, sight. And if you've ever noticed, right, when you have a smell, my smell is my favorite one because I can smell everything, I swear. I smell stuff like I'm a pregnant woman, okay? Smell everything. And so I get a smell in my nose and it takes me somewhere. It brings about a sense of a memory sometimes, right? And so when you're affirming, think about it. Hold your throat when you're talking. This
Mhm.
is vibrating through your whole body, all the way down to your pinky toes. You are, when you're taking in the information, you are going ahead and saying it, bringing it back in because you're hearing it now. It's vibrating through you. There's so many things that that affirmation is doing that you're not even realizing is doing to your body, which allows you to get into action on the affirmation. Okay. So I was saying smell brings up memories, right? Sound gets us into action, right? If you hear a gun pop, you ain't gonna stand still. You running, right? So certain sounds will get your body into action. And so that's the same thing with the affirmations. This vibration of the throat, this sound, you hearing yourself say these things about you will get you into action on those words. You end up showing up different. You end up like, my favorite one is I am trusting the journey. And as I'm trusting the journey, I am sitting here enjoying this process. And anytime that I get worked up and stressed out about it, like, oh my God, it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen, I'm trusting the journey, comes in my head immediately because it's something that I've reminded myself of continuously. And now it's in my subconscious mind. And now it's a part of the way I am, it's part of the way I be, and it's part of who I show up as. So affirmations are huge, Bridget. I love the fact that you brought that up. And a lot of people are like, oh, but if I don't believe it, how can I say it? Honey, you tell yourself. We have 60,000 thoughts a day. 95% of those thoughts are on repeat.
Yep.
Same thoughts, same actions. But if you remind yourself constantly, affirmations being a form of auto suggestion, if you continue to auto suggest yourself,
Yes.
your new thoughts will bring about new behaviors, which bring about new results. So, yes, affirmations are a beautiful way to unlock your abundance mindset.
It is. It is. It just really makes such a big difference. And again, I always want to, let you hear that. I believe in giving people their flowers while they can smell them. Don't want to tell folks stuff when they can't hear it. But you have been such an inspiration in my life. So not only are you my accountability partner, I gave you permission to coach me, and it really made a difference. So she called Coach Jackie. Y'all better realize that's because she know how to coach. It really, really did. So what about the people that are at that starting point that really, really, it's like, I don't know, or affirmations, well, I heard, I shouldn't do that,
Yeah.
or even doubt, like you just said.
Mhm.
What makes people get out of that doubting?
Yeah.
You said we could say it, but what's the thing that they need to make sure that they have in their life that they're not doubting?
You know, everything that is surrounding us is energy. The people that we interact with, the shows that we watch. So it's the little changes and then celebrating the little changes. You haven't done affirmations before? First time I even participated in affirmations, it started off with hello, gorgeous. It didn't take much more than hello, gorgeous to start to add on, I am fierce. It didn't take much after I am fierce to start to add on, I'm a money magnet, right? And so you start with the little steps, and every step takes you to the next step, takes you to the next step, takes you to the next step. All you're doing is building your staircase to your upper, higher, elevated self. And so, in building that staircase, it looks like starting with affirmation. It looks like moving your body. I'm very big on telling people move your body. If you work out, not to lose the weight, not to get in the dress, not for the summer body, but if you work out just to make yourself feel good daily,
Yeah,
elevation. Next
yeah,
step level, next level. Now you're not worried about the dresses you're getting in because you're just getting in every dress because you've been doing the things to make you feel good, right?
yeah,
And I also say meditation when you are sitting and clearing your mind of all the negative thoughts. Like I said, 60,000 thoughts, 95% are on repeat. The moment you meditate, it's like, shh, hush. Everybody hush. right? And then you can even do guided meditation where they're feeding you beautiful thoughts to
Yeah.
the negative ones, right? So it is just a matter of taking the next step to doing the things that make you feel good. The more that you do the things that make you feel good, the more things that you're going to attract into your life.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's a piece that you help with is that guided meditation. You started us doing the guided meditations, and then I started voice recording myself and then listening to my own voice every morning. And then I started doing it 3 times a day. So I have a three
Yes.
short minute one, and I just listen to myself over again. And I've
Yes.
watched the change. So what about those people who are having those repeat thoughts? Okay, so you said the 95% repetitive,
Yeah.
but add on top of that 80 to 85% of those thoughts are
Are
negative.
negative.
So you repeating 90% of
Negative.
what you're repeating is negative.
Yes.
How crazy is
Yes.
that?
It's
So
super
what about
crazy.
the people that have those? Money doesn't grow on trees. Let's talk about
Yes.
some of those sayings that we've been saying for years that we
Yes.
just need to get rid of. What do
Yes.
you say to them?
And it's funny because one that has been coming up a lot for me and a lot of the people around me is, rich people are mean, evil people, right? And then we get wonderful examples like Donald Trump running around in the world that makes us think that all rich people are these terrible people. And so when you have thoughts like that, it is a process. There is amazing process, and it's clearing your money blocks. So there is a step by step process to clear your money blocks that will allow you to clear the path to attract more money to you. And when you think about a block, think about a roadblock, right? If you're driving down the street and let's say your GPS didn't let you know there was a block there, and you think that you're going to get to your destination through this road, but here's this block and you can't get through. That's what a money block is. You think that you're going to get to the money that you desired, that you said, I've intentionally said, I'm going to make $150,000 this year in my business. And all of a
Mhm.
sudden you start driving down the road and here comes this money block. And you're like, excuse you, I'm supposed to be over there on the other side of you. Why are you here in front of me? So there is a process to clearing these blocks. And it is imperative. We all have money blocks. You heard what Bridget just said. 80 to 90% of these blocks are negative thoughts. You're having negative thought blocks. And especially when it comes to money. We all get so scared of money. Oh, don't talk about money. Don't talk about money too much. Oh, honey, please don't talk about money too much. Because all of us feel guilty about it. So now
Mhm.
we have this societal block of not wanting to play too big, not
Yeah,
wanting to, but the level that you're supposed to really get to is big.
it's big.
So you're blocking yourself because you're so scared of what everybody else is thinking about what you're doing. So I am very big on clearing your money blocks. I run a challenge, a 5-day challenge where I help you step by step clear these blocks, because at the end of the day, yes, I can tell you the steps right now. I'll let you know. Let's talk about it. But are you going to really do it? But are you going to be like me and wonder if you're doing it right? Or even like today when I was live, I was saying clearing your money blocks, if you're doing it by yourself, it's one thing, but it's hard because again, 80 to 90% of your thoughts are negative. So
Mhm.
sometimes you need that other person to tell you the reframe, to
Yeah.
help you rewire the thought, to give you another perspective.
Yes.
You're not thinking about it like that. You never have.
Yeah.
So now you need that other person to tell you, hey girl, so yes, I've heard you say that, money is evil because all these people, that rich people that have money, they're the ones that are running around here evil. Or you got that one cousin who got that big money amount and all of a sudden they turn mean and rude. You know what I mean? We all got one. Right, who ended up coming into a big cash flow and all of a sudden got to be real rude, and we just think money makes people evil, right? And so I'm saying all that to say this: you may need somebody like me to tell you, honey, but is it ultimately true? Is it ultimately true that money makes people evil? No,
Mm.
that's not true. Now we're going to take a look at it. Good people with a lot of money do good
Good
things. All
things.
right, or am I right?
You right. You right.
And so when the good people with a lot of money do good things, let's go down a list and start talking about them. One of my favorite. Does anybody know when Mother Teresa passed away what her net worth was?
Mm-mm.
Mother Teresa's net worth was $100 million when she passed away.
Wow. People never
So
talk about that.
people never talk about that. They want to think of her as broke down. Right? But Mother
Wow.
Teresa, because we like to think that people with no money are righteous, Christ-like, right? But
Yeah.
the truth be told, good people with a lot of money do good
To
things.
do good things. I was gonna say, one of our favorite people to be around, Lisa Nichols,
Yeah,
shares that all the time. And that kind of helped me listening to her say it. But it was when you got in my head on a daily, like I said, we met every week. So I was laughing a minute ago. So people in the audience looking, why was I laughing? I was laughing because Jackie used to jack me up.
yeah.
I would say, so when I first started off with one of my
Oh, good. This
signature
is good.
offers,
This is good.
I said, well, I don't know if people can afford my program. Y'all see how she looking at me right now? That's how she looked at me. She was like, that's none of your business. That is none of your business. And so and I said, well, I was dealing with that because I was like, that's a lot of money. And I want to help these people and I want to do this and I want to do that. But I can still help people with passion projects. But if I'm a business, I have to act like a business owner.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so you helped me with that. And then from there to really, really seal it, good people can do good things
Yes.
with the money. And I know that's what I want to do. My
Yeah.
husband and I, nonprofit, we was paying out of pocket for some of that stuff. It's
Yes.
like when you make more money, you don't have to do that. I can still go over here and do my passion project. So I just want to credit you with that, Jackie. And I want people to understand, like they need to tap into your genius.
Yeah.
You we're not just on here, and I'm not just talking because you're my friend and saying this.
Yeah.
I'm talking because you did the results.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna come back to the folks next month. We're gonna unpack a little bit more, and I'll share a little bit more of my testimony about what Jackie helped me do
Yeah.
because of the fact that it is. And well, I can't say this part. You helped me through having one of those sessions with you stop a habit. You talking about blocks. I had another block that was a habit for 56 years. I stopped it because of you helping me walk through that block.
I love it. I love it. And again, it takes somebody else to tell you, hey, there's a different way to look at this, or what about this, And I love that example that you just gave, Bridget, because that was hilarious when that went down. Because and a lot of you entrepreneurs, a lot of us, I'm not even gonna say you ain't alone. I'm with you, Bridget with you, we with you, okay? A lot of us entrepreneurs go through that experience of not charging what we're worth for the simple fact of, well, can they really pay for me? I mean, who can afford this? Why are you in other people's pocketbooks? Get out their purse. You don't know what they can afford. And think about it. When it's something you really wanted, didn't you find a way to get the money to get there? I joined the mastermind. I found the money, right? I had to find the money. I had to go searching for it. But then when I found it, because I knew it was something that I wanted for me,
Yeah.
I wanted to invest in me. And
Yes.
making that difference alone was like, you got to get out of other people's pocketbooks because you don't know what they can really afford. They may move some money around. They may call their great Aunt Mildred and get the money to pay for your program. You
You should
don't
great
know.
Aunt Mildred.
I sure did say great Aunt Mildred. People be having their great Aunt Mildreds. But
Yes.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, you don't know where their money will come from. And all of us do it. We all try to say this person is not going to be able to afford it and this person ain't going to be able to afford that. We all do it because we look at our bank account and we think everybody else look like us.
Or
And
not even the bank account. We can have the money in the bank account, but we're looking again, trying to spend other people's money, but seeing it as a priority. And that's a part of the money block that you talk about.
yeah,
Is like, you got to see your value.
your
That's the
value,
money block.
your program's value, the
Yep.
impact your program will make. If you don't see the impact your program will make, go back and look at your program and start to ask yourself, how can I make this more impactful?
Exactly.
Or if you don't see the impact your program will make, go back to the drawing board and you better find something soul aligned with you, that
Exactly.
no matter what, people need it. If they don't have it, hey, the world is coming to an end because they need what
Yeah.
I got,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I know people need to clear their money blocks.
Yeah.
for a fact. We all got them. And it's so funny because when my friend asked me today how I got to this point where I got to money, money, helping with money blocks and coaching female entrepreneurs when it comes to their money mindset, she said, "How did you get here? Did you always know?" And I said, "Girl, first of all, back to the journey. The journey. I just got on the road. I said, hey, I hopped on the road and got going with it. I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur and I knew I wanted to be an successful entrepreneur. So I got on the road. But really, when I got here, it was because I was struggling with my very own money blocks.
Yeah.
And it was keeping me from getting to the money I deserved. And then not only that, I started looking at all the people around me and I'm like, well, all of us are struggling.
So we all on the struggle
Oh, Lord.
bus.
So I know when I put out my program, I say, hey, you need this. And then if you say, no, not right now, I think, you'll be back.
Yeah.
Because I just know, right? In my soul, in my heart of hearts, it changes the way you show up for your program. It changes the way you show up in your business. It changes the way you show up for yourself.
Yeah. So as we close out, let's talk here real quick before we exit. Um, for the people that say I can't afford this and that, since you just got done talking about that, why is it so important for them to show up for themselves and, like you say, find the investments?
Yes. So to me, I think that has to go, it goes a lot back to our self-love piece, our self-love, our self-worth, what we deserve. You know, the more I fell in love with myself, the more I stopped wanting to work for someone else. The more I fell in love with myself, the more I started to look at my investments in me as a beautiful thing. I remember when I made the biggest investment I've ever made in my business and I cried. I remember throwing my hands up crying and telling God, thank you. And not only saying thank you, I broke down. This is the first time that I've done anything this big for me. So I want you to ask yourself, okay, outside of buying a home, outside of buying a car, outside of the material things, when's the last time you really invested in you?
Yep.
You. Getting your education is a form of investment, but I'm just talking about that investment in something that you know only you can do. When's the
Yeah.
last time you did that? And if you can't say it's been recent, I want you to start thinking about how you can invest in yourself. And no matter what it is, a lot of the times it just starts off with going and getting a massage. Something simple. I'm going to invest in myself by just getting my little nails done, right? Some people even go as far as, tattooed eyebrows. Whatever it is your thing is. Start off with something simple and little. But from there, you elevate to the next thing, to the next thing. The biggest thing, I invested in myself because I started investing in getting my certifications. I started investing in, I signed up for a course when it came to writing my book. That was me investing in me. It allowed me to put my book out in such a way I never thought possible, right? So these little things that you're doing to invest in you, find them and make sure
Mm-hmm.
you're doing it. Because at the end of the day, you're the only one that's going to support you in the way that you would support yourself. Nobody else is going to love you like you love you.
Say that again. Nobody's gonna love you the way that you love you, and you have to do those things, and you deserve those things. And so I'm that's my lane. I do professional development, and so I want people to make sure that they're always pouring into themselves. So how can they tap into your genius at a whole nother level, Jackie?
Yes, so I would love for you guys come on into my free challenge. Clear your money blocks. Clear your money blocks. This is a space where you are going to be able to clear your money blocks. You get an amazing digital workbook. I come live. I clear your money blocks live with you. There is no block left behind. I'm here to straight up help you get rid of whatever's stopping you from getting to the bag because baby, you deserve it.
All right. So y'all can tap back in, get on that challenge with Jackie, tap into her, check her out. If you are not watching this from her Facebook channel, go over to the Pursuit Club. Follow her, follow her, follow her. We'll drop it in the links and everything too. My apologies. I can't do all of the stuff like I normally do because I'm in the car right now. I'm getting ready to be a Mimi. My grandson is about to have his concert in about 20 minutes. So I was going to still be on my live, but I was gonna be me too. And so
Yes.
that's the part, Jackie. Even when you get to do your own thing when you your own entrepreneur.
That's right. That's right. The freedom, the time freedom, the financial freedom. A lot of people don't realize you can make a lot more money at doing your own thing, being your own boss than you ever made working your 9 to 5. They cap you. They limit you. There's a cap for my job. There's a certain amount of money that they say, baby, you ain't making no more than this. And I honestly, their cap, I want it to be something I make in a day. So you get to choose the amount of money that you bring into yourself. And again, it's about clearing the block. If you clear the money block, it opens you up to such an abundant path you never thought possible. If you're only looking at how much you can make by the time I get to the GM of this position, wooty wooty whoop, by the time I get to this corporate level, blah blah blah, if that's all you're looking at, that's all you're gonna get, baby. But if you start looking at infinite possibilities, if you start looking at, oh, I could make $100,000 in a day, not just a year.
Yeah. And for the people that still want to keep their 9 to 5s, they can still do that and still do. We know several people that they have a 9 to 5 and they making good 6 and 7 figures, still clocking in with somebody else too. So, however they ever want to do that, I don't. I love, I put my almost 30 years in.
Yeah.
So
Look,
I'm
I'm
happy with
good.
this side over here.
Listen, I don't want to do the both. But like at the end of the day, some people they are still working their 9 to 5 and running successful businesses, and think about their income. Think
Yeah.
about the expansion for them, right? You're able to use your 9 to 5 as your investor and put way more in your business than you would do ever if you didn't have that investor, right? And so a lot of it is just adjusting. It's adjusting, but allowing yourself to want. Remember, that was step one. Want.
Yeah. Want it.
Yes.
Enjoy the journey. Enjoy
Enjoy
the journey. But Jackie, it's been good. We miss our girl
the
Heather Bird.
Yes,
She'll
Heather.
be back with us next week. And so again, keep joining us. Keep joining us. Every 3 weeks, you can come back. You're gonna hear Jackie. Next week, I'm up, and then we're gonna have Heather Bird, our writing coach. I am all things behaviors and your personalities and how to leverage them. So every week we're dropping nuggets because we want people to be successful. So
Yes.
again, Jackie dropped that link down there. Make sure you go and sign up.
Come on, baby.
It will
Come
change your
on.
life. It
It
will change
will.
your life. And
Yes.
I'm not just telling them that because you're my friend. I'm telling you that because you coached me too.
Hey,
And I've seen the changes. So thank you.
let's
You have
go.
any last words, Jackie, before we close out?
Yeah, I just want to thank you all for coming. Thank you for being here. We had quite a great attendance today, so that was amazing. I just love you all for showing up for yourself because, again, you are a gift to this world. Tap into your gifts, tap into your purpose, because the sooner you do, the better you're going to make all of us because of it. We love
Yeah.
you and have the best day ever. Rest of the day.
Make sure y'all share.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Bye.